If you're like me and you want to understand what the forecast is going to be before you go out and do your adventures in the mountains, whether it be climbing, skiing, backpacking, hiking, you need to get a really good weather forecast. And one of the best free options is the desktop version of NOAA, and that can be found at weather.gov. When you go to weather.gov, what you're going to do is you're going to put in the zip code up in this corner of the area, or maybe the city, of the area closest to where you would like to recreate. So for me, I put in Bellingham, Washington, and I got this initial report. And you can see this top line here. It gives me a bunch of information about what the forecast is going to be, and then a little bit more information as we go down here. The important thing right now, though, is that I'm not really interested in what's happening in my city. I'm interested in what's happening in the mountains to the east of me. And so you can see right here this green dot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that green dot across the map to the area I'm interested in. So now I've moved the dot into the North Cascades, to the area where I want to recreate, and I can see a lot of times this is a very similar forecast. I mean, it's colder up there, but it's pretty clear right now. We're in a high pressure system, so we're seeing similar forecasts, but a lot of times you can leave your city or the city you're looking at that's nearby your destination and go to the mountains, and it's quite different. Similar here, I have this long-term forecast with some more data on the left. But this is just the beginning. What I really want to do is I want to get into the nitty-gritty. So I'm going to scroll down the page. When I scroll down, I'm going to see this little thing on the right-hand side of the page. And you can see that, rectangle on the side with a bunch of lines along it. That's the hourly weather forecast. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and see what that shows. And so now I'm in the hourly weather forecast, and at the top of the page you can see all the different things I can look at. All the different check marks are the things that I can track in this forecast. You can also see that up in the right-hand corner you can forward by a couple of days. The important thing to remember when it comes to these hourly forecasts is that, at least with the NOAA website, with weather.gov, is that it does tend to predict things a little bit later than they're likely to come. My experience is that with NOAA, that we're looking at about 6 to 12 hours of a difference. So if the weather's going to get better, we tend to see the weather maybe 6 hours early to 12 hours early. And if the weather's going to get worse, it's similar. But this can be a really useful tactic to use this webpage, which is free, to plan your adventures.